Hi friends, welcome back. Let's start with the first project. We're going to be using this wood round sign that I got from Dollar Tree, and I just removed these beautiful family metal words that I had on the top. I just show you on the other project that I removed that beautiful metal words and I just place it to the other beautiful project that I create, and I removed the image. You guys know me that I love to remove the image from my signs, but if you guys don't want to do it, don't worry. You guys can use the back of the sign to create this beautiful project. And to paint it, we're using the Rust-Oleum paint. You guys can use any color of your preference, and I think it will look really beautiful. I grabbed two pieces of this painter stick and I just cut it to the side of the wood round, and I just trace a line so I can guide from those lines once I place it so they can be even. And I decide to create just a few lines so it can give this chipla look to the sign, and also just to guide on the middle from that line so I can put these letters that we're going to be using in a minute. And to distress the lines, you guys know that I love to use a piece of paper towel and it's a little bit wet. I just love to do this technique and it's way easy. I decide to paint the two pieces of the painter stick with a little bit of the anti-wax, and the sponge, it's a little bit wet so they can be a little bit light the color. I didn't want this dark color, so that's the reason why I just wet the sponge a little bit and I just put it to a side and I just let it dry completely. And you guys can see this time I didn't paint it on the back so it can hold way better the wood glue. And with the same piece of the back sponge, it still has a little bit of the paint. I decided to distress the sign. I'm like, it didn't blend very well with the two pieces of the painter stick. That's the reason why I decided to distress it. And I grabbed this craft white chalkboard paint. I'm gonna be using these wood letters. I'm gonna be spelling the word home, and I just did one coat and I just put it to a side so they can dry really well. And now it's the time to put everything to the sign, and I'm doing a combination of wood glue and hot glue, and I just place one piece of the painter stick on the bottom and the other one on the top, and I just use a little bit of the hot glue so it just can hold it in place into the wood glue. It dries completely, and I did the same step with the letters, and for me it was more easy just to glue first the H and the E, so the O and the M, so it can has the same space between each letter. I'm gonna grab this beautiful greenery that I found at Dollar Tree, and I just want to show you that they're really beautiful, this greenery. And I grabbed two pieces of the stem and I grabbed one piece of the zip tie so I can tie the two pieces. But if you guys want, you guys can grab also just a piece of jute twine. And with the remaining piece of the zip tie, I just cut it and I just bend it a little bit, the two stems, so it can be kind of like round. I want to show you, if you want to, you guys can place it on the bottom or in the top or even like in the side. I think it will look just perfect. I decide to place it on the top and I just glue it, and I grab this Farmhouse ribbon. It's really beautiful, I love it, and I create just a simple bow and I just place it. And also I grab this black ribbon and I create another simple bow and place it on the top. It was a touch that I need. It was really simple and easy project, but I think it looks really high end. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this project? I'm gonna be reusing this piece of wood that I had on hand for the next project. I just grabbed a little bit of the spackling just to cover a few holes that I had this piece of wood. In total, I'm gonna be using 2 pieces of wood. I'm gonna be creating this beautiful tiered tray, and I took so long to recreate one. I just used the same Bristolian paint to paint it, and I just did one coat and I just let it dry. I'm gonna be recreating these beautiful half wood beads that I really love how it gives this effect, but we're using just hot glue. And once I was completely done, I went over just to distress it a little bit, and also I decided to paint the half wood beads, and I used the same Restore so we can give this effect to the half wood beads. And once they're completely dry, I went over to distress it so they can blend very well with the piece of wood. And I decided, I'm like, let me just distress it a little bit on the top too, and it turned out really beautiful once I distress it with the anti-wax. I just grabbed 4 pieces of this brain teaser game, and I'm using the dark ones, and I'm gonna be placing one on each side, and I just use a combination of E6000 and a little bit of the hot glue so it can hold it on place for a strong hold. And I decide to paint it with the same Rust-Oleum, but if you guys want, you guys can leave this beautiful brown color that they have these wood beads. I'm gonna reuse these candle holder that I had on hand, and I had it for a really long time. You guys can use any candle holder that you guys had on hand. I'm just gonna reuse what I have, and I just use a combination of E6000 and a little bit of the hot glue so it can hold it on place for a strong hold. And I just place it on the middle, and with the other part I just did the same step, and I just let it dry for 24 hours. And I went over on the wood beads to distress it a little bit so it can blend all together. It turned out really gorgeous. I just love it, and it's really simple and easy. You guys can grab any piece of wood that you guys had on hand. Dollar Tree is carrying, just a blank piece of wood, or you guys can get any piece of wood from Home Depot or Lowe's. For the next project, I just want to show you this beautiful planter that I had on hand. It's really beautiful, but I didn't like it, this ribbon that I had all around. I just removed it, and I decided to use a little bit of that Rust-Oleum paint to paint it. And I want to mention something that you guys can recreate this beautiful project using all the things from Dollar Tree. And I grabbed these jewelry border stickers that I got from Dollar Tree, and I grabbed one piece to place it all around on the top of the small planter, and with the remaining piece I just used my scissors to cut it. And I didn't use any hot glue or E6000 to glue it. It holds really well with the glue that I had, the sticker, and I went over just to paint it a little bit so it can blend all together, and it turned out really beautiful already. But let's use this beautiful free printable that I found on Pinterest. And I just want to mention, if you guys don't have this same pre-printable, you guys can grab these ribbon transfer stickers, or you guys can just use the sticker letters and just put any word. Or if you guys have a Cricut, you guys can use your Cricut too. I just want to give you an idea, So I just place one image on the front and other one on the back so I can switch my planter. I'm going to be using a little bit of the anti-wax just to distress it a little bit. It turned out really beautiful, and it was really simple and easy to create this project. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this other project?
stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong.
For our last project, I'm going to be using a piece of wood that I had on hand. You guys can grab just these big signs that Dollar Tree they have, and the side you guys can grab like a few pieces of the Jenga blocks and you guys can glue it and you guys can create this simple and easy project. And I used the Rust-Oleum paint to paint it. We did one coat and we just put it to a side and let it dry. And we're gonna do again this chiplet look that I love to do on my signs. So I just went over with my ruler and my pencil and I just create 3 lines, and I grabbed a piece of paper towel and I just went over to distress it a little bit more. I'm going to be using a little bit of the anti-wax. It was so clean the sign for me and I didn't like it, to be honest. I just went in a few parts to distress it. I grabbed this beautiful sticker from Dollar Tree and I had it for a really long time. But if you guys don't have the same sticker, you guys can use your Cricut or you guys can search on Google for a free printable. And I just did one cotton Mod Podge on the top to seal very well the sticker. And I also grabbed this other sticker and I love this beautiful greenery that I had. I just cut a few pieces and I just placed it a few pieces all together, and I did the same step. I did another coat on Mod Podge and I placed on each side of this beautiful greenery, and you guys can paint it at the color of your preference. I just really love so much the color white because it goes really well with my decor. But please let me know in the comments down below with all the projects which one was your favorite.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you.
And I just want to take a moment to thank so much Sammy Unicorn Does Design for this big opportunity. And I just want to show you her channel. She has an amazing channel. She creates so beautiful projects. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, I will appreciate it so much if you go and show her some love and support. And please don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time that she uploads new video. And I just want to thank her so much once again. It really means so much to me, Sammy, for this big opportunity. So that was it, you guys, for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw in this video. If you do, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. That really helps to support my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified every time that I upload a new video. And please don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much and have an amazing day.